What do you get when superpowers treat the Horn of Africa like their private chessboard? A region on fire and Ethiopia losing everything.
Ethiopia is a landlocked country, one of the most populated landlocked nations in the world.
Ethiopia's need for access to the sea.
ትንሽዬ አክሰስ ጋራንቲ ስጡን እኛ ከፈረስን ሁላችሁም ጠፋላችሁ
Way good, fam. This is Semonenya Spotlight, where we don't whisper, we roar. The Horn of Africa is being ripped apart by global giants chasing power, ports, and profit, and Ethiopia is getting played like a pawn in its own homeland. The Red Sea is becoming a war playground, tanks, jets, drones everywhere. And while foreign powers lock down military bases and oil routes, Ethiopia is left landlocked, silenced, and surrounded. So here's the million-dollar question. How did the Lion of Africa get caged in its own backyard? Who's pulling the strings? And is there still a way to fight back before the Horn explodes into full-blown war? Buckle up, fam. This is deeper than Tigray, bigger than Eritrea, and bloodier than the headlines admit. 10 minutes, raw truth, no filters. Let's break it down. Fam, the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Djibouti, is a straight-up battleground, and it's burning hotter than a Habesha spice rack. This ain't just a region, it's the world's most militarized war machine, where global powers are snatching control while Ethiopia and its neighbors beg for scraps. The Red Sea and Gulf of Aden? That's $10 trillion in trade yearly, says Klingendell, and everyone wants a piece. But here's the gut punch. Ethiopia, the Horn's heartbeat, is getting crushed under foreign boots. Why the Horn's a war zone? Picture this. Tiny Djibouti's got over 11 foreign military bases, more than anywhere on Earth. The US is flexing at Camp Lemonnier with 4,000 troops, hunting pirates and flexing muscle. China's got its first overseas base there, guarding $200 billion in trade like a dragon hoarding gold. France, Japan, Italy, they're all camped out, warships gleaming. The UAE's turned Eritrea's Assab port into a war hub, and Turkey's got a mega base in Somalia. CSIS calls it a great power clash, with drones, missiles, and jets ready to light up the sky. It's not just bases, wars are exploding. Sudan's civil war is a bloodbath. Somalia's battling al-Shabaab, and Ethiopia's Tigray. War left 600,000 dead. Arms flood in from Russia, Iran, you name it, turning the Horn into a ticking bomb. Local folks, they're caught in the crossfire while foreign powers sip chai and carve up the region. This is a straight-up invasion, fam. New players invading our turf. Hold up, it's not just the old dogs. New players are storming the Horn like it's a blockbuster movie. The UAE's throwing cash like nobody's business. $190 million in Eritrea since '98, snagging a SAB for bases and oil pipelines to Ethiopia. They're out here playing warlord, blocking Turkey and Qatar's Red Sea dreams. Turkey's not sleeping either. They've got their biggest overseas base in Somalia, training troops and dropping drones like it's a TikTok trend. Then there's Egypt, swinging big with a 2024 military pact with Somalia, shipping guns to slap down Ethiopia's Red Sea hopes. Russia's creeping in, eyeing a Sudan naval base, and cutting arms deals with Ethiopia and Kenya. And don't miss India and Japan, building ports to rival China's Belt and Road hustle. Al Jazeera's screaming proxy war alert, and Ethiopia's stuck in the middle, dodging punches from every corner. Ethiopia's Red Sea robbery. Let's get real about Ethiopia, the Horn's giant, getting straight up robbed. Once a Red Sea boss, Ethiopia's been landlocked since Eritrea bolted in '93. Abiy Ahmed's yelling, Assab port or bust, but Eritrea's like, not today. With 200,000 troops, T-55 tanks, and Iranian drones ready to throw down. Ethiopia's packing 150,000 soldiers, 200 T-72 tanks, and UAE drones that crushed Tigray, but rebellions in Amhara and Oromia are bleeding it dry. With a $500 million defense budget, Ethiopia's a lion, but it's caged by foreign giants. The Red Sea's a cash cow, but Ethiopia's locked out. Egypt's arming Somalia to block Abiy's port grab. The UAE is playing both sides, backing Eritrea's Assab base while tossing Ethiopia drones. China's got Ethiopia in a $14 billion debt chokehold, pulling strings like a puppet master. Hudson Institute calls it a Red Sea shutout. Ethiopia's got the heart but no voice in the game. It's like showing up to a feast and getting kicked to the curb. Horn nations powerless. Here's the real crime. Horn nations are ghosts in their own house. Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia. They should be running the show, but foreign powers are stealing the spotlight. Egypt and Sudan prop up Eritrea to choke Ethiopia's dreams, while the UAE bankrolls Abiy, but only for their own Red Sea hustle. Russia and Iran keep Sudan and Somalia's wars boiling, arming factions like it's a video game. The Horn of Africa Cooperation Bloc? It's a paper tiger against this foreign takeover. CSIS warns the Horn's becoming a permanent war zone, and locals are paying with blood. What's on the line? If this pops off, fam, it's apocalypse vibes. An Ethiopia-Eritrea war could kill 200,000, displace 1 million, and cost $15 billion per Klingendale. Red Sea trade could crash, jacking up your gas and injera prices worldwide. Sudan and Somalia's wars could spill over, flooding Europe with refugees. With Egypt, UAE, and Turkey picking sides, we're talking a regional inferno that could drag in the US and China. The Horn's dangling over a cliff and nobody's grabbing the rope. Can we rise up? The Horn's got one chance, unity or bust. Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia need to link arms through the African Union, or IGAD, telling foreign powers, get out of our yard. A Red Sea port deal, Ethiopia leasing a SAB, could douse the flames. But it's gonna take some serious Habesha grit, because these global sharks don't play fair. Will the Horn stand tall or get trampled? Way good, that's the truth, raw and real. The Horn's under siege, foreign powers are stealing Ethiopia's power, and we're fighting to rise. Like this video, smash that subscribe button, and share this to wake the globe. Follow Semenegna English channel for more heat. Let's make Ethiopia's voice roar. Stay fierce, stay woke, and fight for the Horn. Peace out, fam.
እኛ አጀንዳችን ኢኮኖሚያችን እያደገ ነው ህዝባችን እያደገ ነው ከምጽዋ እስከ ሶማሌ 5000 ኪሎ ሜትር ነው ሲሾሩ ትልቅ ሀብት ነው ልናለማው አልቻልንም ሌሎች ናቸው ከሌላ ቦታ መጥተው እንደፈለጉ የሚያደርጉት ትንሽ ያክሰስ ጋራንቲ ስጡ እኛ ከፈረስን ሁላችሁም ጠፋላችሁ ትልቅ ስለሆነ ጥያቄያችን ይሄ ነው ዓለም ዛሬ ይስማ የቀይ ባህር አክሰስ ሰላማዊ በሆነ መንገድ ኢትዮጵያ ያስፈልጋታል